everybody. Welcome back to the Windy City. We're in Chi-Town, some of the best restaurants and always a lot of action on the ice here tonight. We are about set to drop the puck as both centers make their way into the dock. Tries to make that cross-ice feed. Slides the puck ahead into the neutral zone. Johnson's been tripped up, and we got a penalty coming up here. Let's see what the official makes for the final decision. Fong's called for tripping. He's off to the box.
Once the stick engages at the lower half of the leg or within the skates, you know it's going to be a tripping call.
Chicago's man advantage unit will take to the ice for the first time tonight.
No, they haven't scored on the power play yet. 100% is not a number that you see typically. So they got to find a way to just stay confident, trust the process and their skill sets.
Quick feed to Foligno. Minnesota's got the puck in the corner. Takes the puck. Picked up along the wall by Brodin. The Blackhawks gain possession. And he's able to handle that one. In front of the net, and the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play.
Brodin's been struggling to put up some numbers, and it can be frustrating to head into a pointless streak and it continue. When that happens, you start to get down on yourself. It can really affect your confidence. So you got to focus on the little things and try and keep good habits.
Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. The Blackhawks going to work on offense. Here's a short pass to Eriksson Ek.
Well, after that bone-crushing hit, he is really laboring. You can tell that he was slow to get up, and now he's struggling to get to the bench.
And now he tries to get it across to Besser. Penalty coming up as the play's blown dead. The Wild have been penalized. They'll serve two in the box.
Anytime you lose position on your opponent, this can happen. He gets the sticks out in the feet of his opponent, and guess what? He gets the tripping call.
As we're about to drop the puck, power play unit back out onto the ice for another opportunity. Cross-ice pass to Faber. Handles the pass. Fong's got it along the wing. Pad save, and he made it look easy. Great job there. Can't maintain possession. Unleashes a cannon, and that goes wide. Handles the puck at the point. Fong's got it to the side. The home team is really under siege here in their own end. And there's the whistle as the goaltender will give his team a much-needed rest. Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. We've still got zeros on the board. The frozen biscuits dropped, and we are back underway here. Moves it to Kunin. Slides the pass over to Johnson. The Blackhawks will play it from the defensive zone. Shakes off the coverage. Back to the blue line. Puts it just wide of the net. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. Centers glide into the dots. We're ready to get things back going again. Middleton's got the puck in his own zone. Here's a centering pass, and he denies that great opportunity there. Minnesota's got it in the defensive zone. Up along the wing. Chicago's got control of it now from their own end. The Blackhawks moving ahead. Knocks the puck down with a stick. Chicago's looking to break out of their own end. Deep inside the defensive end, still trying to clear. Poked away, yet centered by Eriksson. Sends a pass over. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. And that's off a stick. Gaining momentum in the offensive end. Takes the shot. Goalie with a stop. And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team. Past the halfway mark of this period. Still looking for our first goal. Quick cross-ice pass to Jiricek. Great pressure to force the turnover by Bedard. And that's intercepted by Hartman. Takes a shot. Oh, that's a great shot block there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's grade A scoring chance, and you want to make sure that you get in front of that one, and he did. He gets all of it.
Slides the puck to Fong. Oh, look at this. Makes a move in front. Scores!
There it is, James. I mean, this guy just knows how to score goals. He's got a knack for the net, pure goal scorer, and that's why he's leading his team.
The Wild have the game's opening goal, and not a moment too soon for them.
No, and they get that goal, and, you know, if they can get another one back-to-back here, they'll really set their team on fire and have their opponent on their heels.
Minnesota's got the puck. Trying to clear the zone. Sends the pass over. Jostles the puck loose. The Blackhawks have it now. Pinned up along the boards. He looks deep to Johnson. And that's just out of reach. Gets the puck over to Johnson. Feeds the cross-ice pass to Mikheyev. Blocked in front. And cut that one out of the net. There's the whistle as the goalie hangs on. Chicago's had a lot of jump to their game so far here this evening, but yet they still trail here late in the opening frame. Kurashev's won the faceoff. Handles the puck. Passes over to DeHaan. From the open ice, they gain the line. Mikheyev's got it along the boards. That's easily turned aside. Gustafson's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck. Here in the later stages of this period, we've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. Minnesota's going to start with the puck in their own end.
Jiricek's not going to be able to get away from the booze and the chance every time he touches the puck, all because of that play earlier where he hurt their player.
Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck.
When you're trailing in a game, sometimes you try and do too much. You're overly aggressive, and you try and do a high-risk, high-reward play, and that's exactly what happens here. Unfortunately, it goes the other way.
Scooped up along the wall by Johnson. Takes the feed.
Fast and quick lead pass.
Here's a shot! And we get a whistle as the goaltender decides to hang on to this one.
Soderblom's found his rhythm here, James, looking real nice in his crease the way he's moving, taking away a huge opportunity for his opponent with that high-danger save.
Puck possession so critical. Another face-off coming up here. Both teams getting a good sweat on after this first period. We've got lots more in store, and we're coming back with a clean sheet of icing.
Register now for our Shoot to Win contest, where one lucky fan will shoot a puck from center ice to try and win an exciting prize.
Welcome back, everybody. Cheryl is full of popcorn now as we get set for period number 2. And it's game on here for period number 2. All right, partner, we've got a pretty good sample size of what we've seen in this one tonight. Your assessment?
The Blackhawks need to find a way to capitalize on their power play. It can be a momentum killer, and that's exactly what it is through the first period. They got to find a way to move that puck and get it to the net.
Minnesota's got the puck in their own end. Moves it quickly over to Icing. Long pass up ahead to center. Sends it in deep. The Blackhawks gain control of the puck against the wall. Oh, and he tracks it perfectly in the offensive end. The Blackhawks look to start the transition game. From off the wall and onto a stick. Puts it in deep. Minnesota's got the puck along the wall. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. Centering pass in front, and that's stopped. From the left side, takes the pass. And skilled use of the stick to poke the puck away. Minnesota's got it in their own zone. Long lead pass to Besser. Takes the feed. Takes a couple of knocks and loses control. Here's the shot, and he makes the save. Fong's lugging the puck. And now he moves it to Hartman. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Here he is with the backhander. Big time stop there.
Soderblom's been consistent over the course of his career, mainly because of his positioning, James. He gets set to that puck, square to it, and makes the save.
Takes a spill onto the ice and loses the puck. And great hustle to come up with the puck. And that's broken up by Jiricek. Long reach breaks up the momentum. The Blackhawks scoop it up along the boards. Minnesota's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Hartman's taking it from his own end. Now over to Jiricek. Grabs the puck. Takes the feed in the middle of the neutral zone. Takes possession. The Blackhawks have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Battle ensues for that loose puck along the boards. And sends it just out of reach. Slides the puck over to Fong. Taken by Dickinson. Takes it out of the offensive zone and back to center. Passes the puck over to Besser. Quick pass to DeHaan. Minnesota's got the puck here in the open ice. Quick snap! Denies him! Puck is frozen, and we get a stoppage in play.
Soderblom's tracking the puck extremely well right now. Just have a look at that last save. To be able to get in front of that puck, to be able to keep it out of the net, outstanding performance by him on that last one.
More than half the period left to play. We got a 1-0 game to this point. Quick feed to Icing. Slides it to Fong. Puck grab by Brodin. From the point, they take control of it. Picked up along the wall by Jiricek. The Blackhawks have it from their own end. Chicago's got it into the offensive zone. Minnesota's got a hold of the puck. Brodin's got it in the offensive zone. Oh, he gets... Scores! Go Shorty! It's a shorthanded one at that!
And this could be a turning point in the game, James. I mean, when you're on the PK and you look to attack like they did, that's unbelievable to recognize the opportunity to jump. And man, did they jump. And they end up capitalizing off of it. Well, the goaltender, he gets a big piece of this shot here, James. He's got to make this save. Unfortunately, it trickles in. He's not going to like it. He'll want that one back.
Minnesota's on a roll tonight. Now they've extended the lead to 2.
They're on a roll, and you can see it in their body language, the way they're communicating on the bench. When you're winning and you're feeling it, everything's alive.
Here's a short pass to Fong. Can't get a hold of that pass. And he takes the feed. Here's a chance. Oh, what a stop on the play.
Gustafson's able to make that save look easy, James. It's because he gets to the top of his crease, he cuts down his angles, and then he can redirect it to safety.
On the backhand! Big time block on the play!
Well, he's doing what it takes, James. And listen, coach is going to love that one. I expect to see him out here again.
Here they come through center and into the offensive end. And that shot dies in traffic. And he takes the dish. The Hahn stick handling in his own zone. Look at this down the right wing. They're on the attack. Sends the pass in front. And that's off target. Battling for it along the board. Picked off by Eriksson.
Minnesota's been disrupting play all night long, and this is because of their stick position. You have to find ways to be aware and anticipate where that puck is going to be going. Doing a great job, but this is still a close one. You've got to find a way to generate some offense. Let's have another look at that monster of a hit there, James. You gotta love it. You have to have great timing, and you gotta know when your opponent's vulnerable.
In the final moments of this period, 2-0 is the score. Second intermission approaching quickly here. Couldn't catch up to that pass. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. Shuts him down.
I don't think we talk often enough about the skill of balance on your edges. I mean, he is able to manipulate because he is so strong. He's able to hold on to the puck even though the defenders are right on him.
And that brings the second period to an end. Both teams will go back to their rooms and get a quick breather. While, man, there's a lot of fans looking forward to this intermission action coming up here. Fun entertainment in store, and we've got the third period coming up in moments. The final frame of regulation has arrived. It's period number 3, and it's about to go down. Stretches one out to Teravainen. Quick pass to Besser. The Wild have gained possession off the wall. Angles it over to Burakovsky. What a steal in his own end. Poked away at center by Teravainen. The Blackhawks have it against the wall. And that's a great heads-up in the defensive zone to force the turnover. They put the puck into the offensive end. The Blackhawks gain possession in their own end. And as both teams are now back at even strength, the power play goes over on the opportunity. Play whistle dead, penalty coming up. The Wild have put themselves down a man, tripping the call.
Natural tendency for players is to reach when they've lost position on their opponent. When you reach, often you take out the feet of your opponent. This is an easy tripping call.
Another power play opportunity coming up here.
An opportunity to right the ship here on the power play after giving up that shorty earlier.
Penalty expires. You really have to admire the effort of the penalty-killing unit on that one as both teams are back to even strength.
For an average PK, thought they did a much better job, James, just reading and anticipating and being very aggressive on the puck.
And the puck's booted away. Oh, and a great hits-up play to force the turnover by Teravainen. Goaltender covers up. We got a stoppage in play.
Soderblom's having a really efficient game right now, James. I mean, he's had to make many big saves throughout the game, and the timeliness of them can really give momentum to your team, and he has. I mean, just look at the ones that he has made. It's not necessarily quantity, but it's all about quality. He's been excellent.
Getting closer to the halfway point of this frame. Minnesota's got a 2-0 lead. Dished on over to Bertuzzi.
Minnesota's third line is having a great game tonight, James. I've been really impressed with their play, and it gives their coach a lot of options when you're looking at matchups when you have that third line contributing.
And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Dumps it in. Chicago's got a hold of it along the wall. Can't hang on after that hit. And he keeps that one out. Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here. Officials are set. Players seem ready. We're ready to get this thing back underway. Minnesota's won the draw, and they'll go to work. And the shot dies in the traffic jam. And he gives it over to Besser. Puts it on net. Blocked, although that might be a save.
Well, that is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender would have gotten to position in time, and he's able to take it away.
Puck dumped in. The Blackhawks gain control of the puck. Minnesota's playing it from the side. Chicago's trying to hold of the puck. Pushes it across to Besser. Quick shot! And he's got that one.
Gustafson's helping his team with his rebound control and really keeping the puck away from the front of the net and cleaning up the trash.
Tries to feed it over to Jiricek. Chicago's got control of it now from their own end. Moves it to Besser. Can't stay on his feet after that hit. Moves it to the offensive zone. Besser's been brought down, and we're going to get a penalty here. There's the whistle. Let's get the official decision. Fong's getting called for tripping on the play.
And that's another penalty for him. You can see the frustration by everyone on his team here. Coach is not impressed.
The Blackhawks send their man advantage unit out once more.
Power play has just been average tonight, James, but hey, it hasn't been in the basement, right?
Power play has expired.
What a PK unit tonight. It doesn't get much better than perfect, James. Just knowing exactly what they're going to do, sometimes it just seems easy.
Can't pull the trigger. And that one's stopped. Taken along the wall by Kane. And he takes the feed. Slides the puck across to Kunin. The Blackhawks take possession of the neutral zone. Into the offensive end now. Minnesota's got the puck in their own end.
It's these types of games where you kind of shake your head and say, is there ever going to be a goal? And you get endless opportunities around the net and you can't finish. Often the stick gets a little bit tighter as you want that one so bad you can almost taste it, and it's not just going in.
The Blackhawks take it along the wall. Moves it quickly over to Faber. Right up the gut into the attacking zone. Quick pass to Fong. Moves the puck across to Foligno. The Blackhawks looking against the half wall. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Can't keep a hold of it. Grabs possession of the puck. Fong sliding the puck behind the net. The Wild have possession along the boards. And that's a great heads-up play by DeHaan. And now it's to Kunin. Slides it across to Foligno. Puck picked up by Besser. Pokes it away in his own end. Stopped by the goaltender. The Wild have taken possession along the wall. Grabbed along the boards by Granlund. At center ice now. He grabs the puck.
Well, you're leading late in the game. You've got to find a way to kill the clock. You know what the best thing is to do? Make sure it's not in your zone. That takes the pressure off, and that's a smart dump right there.
Quick feed to Besser. And that's picked up by Faber. Look out. Blocker saved by Soderblom. Nashville's the next opponent on this homestand. And I'll tell you what, if you haven't had a chance to get down here for a game live and in action, you are missing out. It is a party. It is fun. And we hope to see you here sooner rather than later. How about next game? Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. And that won't go as it hits one of his own teammates in front. Makes a move and the puck hops away from him.
Teravainen's got a lot of flash to his game, in particular with his hands and the ability to manipulate his opponent, but he gets caught on that one and the puck dies on his stick.
Picked up along the boards by Hartman. And it's kicked away. The Blackhawks scoop it up along the boards. Here's a stretch pass to Bedard. There's the whistle. We got an offside. Here in the late goings of the period, Minnesota's got some breathing room as they lead it 2-0. Under a minute to go in the third. Throws one up to Foligno. Over the line they come. Too much traffic in the lane. Here's a short pass to Eriksson Ek. Towards the gaping net. Goaltender has made his way to the bench. The extra attackers out. They need a goal here big time. Takes the feed, moving in. Puck scooped up by Murphy. And now it's over to Foligno. And called for the offside. We'll get a face-off. That is a lonely cage at the other end of the ice here, Cheryl.
Well, it certainly is, and an extra attacker on the ice. Possession is critical. Got to win this face-off.
Eriksson Ek won the draw. Let's see what they can do with possession. Great defensive play to come up with the puck. Minnesota's got possession of the puck. The Blackhawks gain possession of the puck here in the offensive end. There's back-to-back saves.
What a great job of tracking the puck. Not one, but two consecutive saves.
And that caroms off a body in traffic. They've really got him on their heels here now. He scores! A little TNT from Timo Teravainen.
Well, he's been a game changer tonight, James. He has been so strong in his crease, but that's going to be disappointing for him. You know, anytime you're riding a wave like that, you want to get the goose egg, and this time it's not going to happen.
The Blackhawks have had more scoring chances, and yet they trail late in this third period. Final horn is sounded, bringing this one to an end. Love the effort. They were in this one right till the end, but unfortunately, it still gets away, and the losing streak continues.
And this one hurts, right? You can taste it. You're so close to dig yourself out of this losing streak hole, but you find your way back into it. Tough games just don't get it done, James. They want the W.
Well, that brings a fun night of hockey to the end for all of us here at EA Sports. I'm James Cebulski. She's Cheryl Pounder. We will see you next time at the rink.